European Parliament now votes in favor of a Citizenship by Investment program ban. This just came out in U-Global. I knew this was coming out. I actually did a video the other day. I didn't think it was going to come out this quick, though. I mean, it just went in coincidence with this video I just did. But the European Parliament lawmakers have now voted in favor of a legislation report calling on the European Commission to come up with its own legislation proposal to implement a phased-in of all Citizenship by Investment programs and frame some common EU rules to regulate all residency by investment programs in the EU. Now, the members of the European Parliament adopted this, came out with this vote following a debate on the residency by investment issue, and it's now up to the European Commission to prepare its own legislation to implement and, go with whatever the will of the lawmakers is. Now, Parliament member Sophia Veld, who is one of the main proponents of the adopted European Parliament report, was scathing in her views about the residency by investment programs, which has come into renewal focus in the EU following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now, these schemes only serve to provide a backdoor to the EU for shady individuals who cannot enter in broad daylight. This was brought out, and it's time that we close the door so that Russian oligarchs and other persons with dirty money stay out. Veld was talking about from the Netherlands. Of course, Netherlands is very socialistic. They think everybody is bad out there. And this just came out from the European Parliament statement that she made. And she also hinted that governments who did not yield to the European Parliament's wish will not be let off easily. In other words, they're going to put pressure on all these EU countries, and it looks like this is probably going to get passed. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do three things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here and the notification bell next to it, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. Number two is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below and I'll get back with you. And number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Now, member state governments have refused to address the problem, claiming it was it was not an EU matter. Given what is currently happening, they cannot duck the issue anymore, Veld added. And talking about the impact of the European vote to phase out the citizenship programs, they've come out with basically stating that the adopted text calls for stricter background checks against EU databases, as well as vetting of residency by investment candidates in third world countries. It also calls for mechanisms that would allow other EU member states to object to an applicant's residency in an EU state offering residency by investment program, a proposal that many migration professionals in Europe find objectionable. Now, we're not even talking about citizenship by investment. They're wanting to get rid of all the residency by investment programs. Now, I can't imagine the U.S. going along with this because they have a residency by investment program, which is called the EB-5 program. And I can't imagine the U.S. going along with this, but who knows? The U.S. tries to get a lot of countries to do things they won't do themselves. But anyway, the Caribbean nations, which recently announced that they would be shutting their citizenship by investment programs to all Russians and Belarusians, are starting to feel a bit nervous now about this new EU's plans for a blanket ban on all citizenship investment programs. Remember, I told you this was going to come out, okay? And on March the 14th, the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda was quoted as saying in the Caribbean media that he had written a letter to the EU urging the Union to reconsider its proposal to ban these citizenship by investment programs. I mean, it's just incredible what they're talking about. They said it would devastate the economy because remember, in St. Kitts, the number one industry is tourism, and number two is the citizenship by investment program. But according to official stats released by the EU, at least 130,000 people have been successful in getting either citizenship or residency by investment in EU states, from 2011 onwards. Now, which has brought in like 21.8 billion euros in revenue for the countries offering these type of residency and citizenship by investment programs. Folks, the reason I'm bringing this out to you, more than likely, this is what I see happening. I hate putting negative crap out like this, but I know the EU and I know how they think and how they project things and stuff. I got a feeling what they're going to do is they're going to put pressure on these countries in the Caribbean, and this might not happen, but this is what I think is going to happen. I think what they're going to do is they're going to basically tell the citizenship by investment countries, because the ones in the EU, they're going to outlaw those. I don't see the Malta program. I think they're going to make them extend the years on that before you can get citizenship, if they can even keep the program. But I don't think they can even keep the program. And I think the Portugal program I think it's on its way out too. How long it will take, it won't be very long, I can tell you. The citizenship by investment programs, as I mentioned before, when 9/11 occurred, all of them got out except for St. Kitts. But this was not when we had somebody, a maniac with an atomic bomb involved. I think you're going to see a totally different picture here. I think they're basically going to ban the citizenship by investment programs. Before you get all riled up and stuff, I'm going to tell you the two options you can look at. If you don't have money right now and you're sitting on the sideline, you could go with a residency by investment program for St. Kitts. I don't think they'll outlaw the ones, although they're doing it in the EU. I don't think they're going to do it for places like St. Kitts, because they really can't do it because the U.S. doesn't have. They've got a residency by investment program now. What are they going to do? Tell the U.S. they can't do it too? You can't. I don't see them changing the residency by investment program in St. Kitts. But remember, if you're sitting on the sideline, you're looking at 14 years before you can apply for that program. St. Kitts has got an excellent residency by investment program. Now, I can hear you say, oh, Tom, we want the citizenship by investment. Then get off your butt. If you got the money to get it, go ahead and get it. You keep waiting, you're going to end up losing the opportunity, because I see this happening. I think they're going to do this. I think what they're going to do is I think the EU countries the EU is going to come out with a rule that says, these are the two things I think they're going to do. If you're a country that has citizenship by investment, you'll be on a blacklist if you don't get rid of it, okay? Which the blacklist will mean two things I think they'll do. The first thing I think they'll do is they'll cut off all tourism, direct flights to that country. So we have tons of flights that are coming in from the eastern coast of the U.S. We got them from Canada, and we've also got them from Europe. I think those will actually be cut off, is what I think. Now, don't know that. I'm just giving you my projection. The other thing I think they'll do is they will strip away the visa-free travel to the EU countries, which will decimate the St. Kitts and other Caribbean passports. Now, you might say, well, Tom, if I'm getting this and they're going to do that, then that's going to diminish the passport, okay? Now, hear me out, because I've had a lot of notifications on this. I think what's going to happen if they do this, St. Kitts is not going to lose their visa-free status that they've worked hard to get, okay? I don't know what the government's going to do, but if they come out with this, okay, I think what St. Kitts would do, there's no way they're going to lose the visa-free status. And they're not going to screw up the tourism, because the tourism is a number one industry in St. Kitts. So if the EU came out and told them we'll take away all travel direct flights to St. Kitts, we're going to strip away all your Schengen countries and EU countries, because there's a difference in those countries, then what would happen in St. Kitts, I can guarantee you they're not going to screw the tourism industry up. They would drop the citizenship by investment program. But it wouldn't mess up. If you're already in the program, then you've got the visa-free travel, which I don't see them ever doing anything that's going to jeopardize that, okay? But the point I'm telling you is I think they would throw in the towel if those options were thrown out. I can't imagine them doing anything that's going to screw up the tourism industry. My suggestion is, if you're wanting a citizenship by investment, the fast track, you better get off the fence and get going, because I don't think this is going to last much longer, okay? Especially, I think everybody's kind of waiting with the stock market right now. They're waiting to see, literally, and I hate to even bring this word up, but I think in the newscasters, I notice that they don't even like to bring it up, and I don't like to bring it up, but it's a fact, is they're waiting to see if Putin is crazy enough to bring out an atomic bomb or a hydrogen bomb or something like this. And I can tell you this, if anything comes even closely remote, and they're already come out with stuff on TV on this now, He's already threatened to use them. I mean, he did this on TV. He's getting them ready, which is telling me that he's thinking about doing it. Then my suggestion to you is, if you're thinking about doing this, I would be doing it sooner rather than later, because I don't think these are going to be sitting. I think the citizenship by investment programs, I got a feeling, are going to be out the window. Now, whether they come back in later, I don't know. But I think with all this crap that's going on right now, I think they're probably going to be out the window, okay? My suggestion is go out. If you've got the money, get in a citizenship by investment program, one that you can afford. The other option you can do, so you don't have the money, go with a residency by investment program. You know, I've told people so much about St. Kitts' residency by investment program. I'm the only one that's got videos on the internet on the residency by investment program. I think St. Kitts has got the best one in the world in residency by investment, but hardly anybody. And it costs, I did the figures from start to finish, is about $12,500 US. And I don't see them ever doing away with that, because the U.S. has got their EB-5 program, which is a residency by investment, like I mentioned to you before. And I think the EU's got this thing about citizenship by investment. They feel like that people are getting it fast. They're not just doing it for, trying to cut back their taxes real quick. They're doing it because, some other money laundering reason, terrorism, drug trafficking. They run these tests really good before people get these citizenship by investment programs. But folks, I think it's probably, I hate saying this, but I think they're probably on their way out, okay, because of this situation here. Now, if this thing gets solved real quick, maybe not, but I'm just telling you, if you're looking to do it, I would be doing it sooner rather than later, because I don't think these programs are going to be around. They all closed down at 9/11. 9/11 is nothing compared to what is happening right now. We've got somebody that's threatening an atomic bomb. I think he's able and willing to do it. And with that sort of fear, I think all the programs could close down. And people don't like to talk about this. Just the thought of someone using a hydrogen bomb to begin with, we're talking about tons of these units they've got in Russia. To me, I don't even like talking about it, but it's a fact. I mean, you've got a country that's got these, and I think countries are going to have to control their borders better, and the only way they can do it is by possibly closing them down. And although St. Kitts has got excellent due diligence, but the fact is, if you got pressure from the EU, and they put all this pressure on them to close their program down, and I'm not saying they're going to close their program down, I'm just saying that the EU is definitely going to put pressure on, and they're already doing it, okay? I think they're going to put a lot of pressure on these Caribbean countries, where I think is stupid, because I don't think it's going to solve any problems by doing this, but it's the only way that they can, they don't like doing it because they lose control, okay? I think one of the main reasons they're doing it, they feel like people are getting around high taxes. I think that's probably pretty much on the top of their agenda. They're just using other excuses why. But one is as good as another. Anyway, folks, if you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says Apply with Us, fill out the questions. Hit that bottom bar that says Send it to us. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And folks, I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And folks, don't forget, hit the subscribe button right here on the right of your screen next to the notification bell. And don't forget to hit that bell too. And you'll get these videos every single day. We've got almost 700 videos that help you make good decisions and keep you from making mistakes. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.